Hi, this is Jordan. I just wanted to take this chance to show you my new app that I've made. The app is called PocketMoney, and it's a budget app. So basically, before I was a programmer, I was an accountant, and I guess I still am kind of a little bit of an accountant. And so I was always really meticulous about keeping track of my own money, but I would use all these budget apps and I would always get behind and I would always give up. And so when I was trying to think of what app I wanted to make, I decided to make just a really simple, straightforward app to use for budgeting that would be really easy to get back on track if you've gotten behind. So basically the idea behind this app is it answers just one question, and that question is how much money do I have right now to spend on things? And so I kind of thought, it's really asking how much money is in my pocket? How much money can I pull out right now and spend from what I have on hand? And so that's why I called it Pocket Money. So this amount right here, this Pocket Money amount, this is how much money you have available. And then this amount right here is how much you actually have in the bank. And this nav bar right here, you'll see. So the full amount right here, that's the total money, the current balance, and this green portion right here, that is the pocket money amount. So that's how much of the money you have in the bank that you can actually spend. And if you do get off track, if you forget to enter some expenses or whatever, I've made it really easy to update your bank balance. You just go here to update bank balance and you put in an amount. Let's say I now have $6,750, and for calculation purposes, you can actually change. So the default is it calculates 30 days at a time, and then it rolls forward to the next 30 days. But if you know you have some big expenses coming up, you can change this to 60 days or 90 days. We'll leave it at 30 days, and we'll click Update. And this amount has changed, and the pocket money amount has changed as well, to factor in that real income. All right, so we will continue on. So when I'm going to treat this as if you're a new user logging in. So the first thing you would do is go to the calendar, and you'll see that you have a calendar here, and in the calendar you have these events that are actually expenses or income events. So let's see, I've got some random things on here that I've added just to kind of test it out. The stuff that you'd want to add on here, you'd want to keep this to expenses where you know what the amount is going to be. So some things like food, most of the time you don't know exactly how much your grocery bill is going to be. You probably wouldn't want to put that here. But to add an event, it's pretty easy. You just go to calendar, add event, and it takes you to this form. Let's say we want to schedule. Let's say every Monday I go out and I get a cup of coffee or something. So you can put coffee here. In this case, it's an expense, so I'll leave this as expense. And this will repeat. So if you have just like one big expense coming up that you know you need to pay, like if you have a down payment on an apartment or something like that, you can switch this to no, and it'll only happen once. And then you can set this to recur monthly or weekly. So if you have an expense that happens once a month, you can keep it at monthly and change the date. But let's say you get paid twice a month, you can actually add an additional date, and let's say you make this like the 15th, and you make this one the 30th because you get paid on the 15th and the 30th, you can actually add, I think, up to 5 dates. And then it'll roll forward on that day of the month every month. In this case, though, I said I want to do this every Monday. So I can do weekly and just select Monday, and then I have to select a starting date. So I'll select today, and it'll be every Monday after today. And let's say it's $5. I always just say $5 because I don't actually know how much these things cost. And then you can select a category. I have a bunch of categories here. I think, oh, clearly there's some bugs that need to be worked out. I just switched the this feature to make it a little better designed, but apparently there's some bugs with it. And then you can actually add a tag if you want as well, and you create the tag somewhere else that I can show you. Alright, so I'll click submit, and it looks like after that date, let's see, there's no Monday here, so I have to go to the next month. Yeah, it added your coffee every Monday. It's funny because I actually don't drink coffee, but it's a good common example. Alright, and if you want, you can look into this stuff, and if you want to change it, let's go back to the coffee example. I've realized that I don't drink coffee, so I'm going to select closer look and then edit, and then I can delete this right here. So you can delete all future dates, or you can delete a range of dates. In this case, I'm going to delete everything after a specific date. I want to delete all of them, so I'm just going to pick an early date. Do submit. And yeah, those coffees are gone because I don't drink coffee. Alright, so then once that's set up, you can go here, and this is a very simply designed app, and it works really well both on desktop and mobile. So the idea is you can just look at this, you can just pull out your phone, go to this page, see how much money you have. So let's say I'm going out and I'm buying a shirt, and I get to the store and I see a shirt, but it's a pretty fancy shirt. It's a $100 shirt, and I'm not sure I have the money. So I pull out my phone, I see, oh yeah, I have plenty of money. I definitely have over $100. So I decide to buy it. So I buy it, and then I add this expense, $100, and I can create a tag. I don't like any of these tags, so I'm going to create a new tag here. I'm going to do fancy shirt because I buy those a lot, and I want to organize all those together. And then I go here, select the tag I just made, and then again you can add income on here as well if somebody just gives you some money. I'm going to click submit, and you'll see fancy shirt is added all right here, and this is updated without refreshing, and that's pretty much it. So I hope you like my app. There's a lot of back-end stuff going on here to make it a little more complicated. One of the more interesting issues I ran into was, at first I was just adding all of the income and expenses within the period together and getting a net number. But then I realized if you get paid at the end of the month and you have a lot of expenses in the beginning of the month, which is true for me, you can run out of money in the beginning of the month. So I actually had to do this calculation, loop it through every day to make sure that no day gives you a negative balance, and add a little buffer to account for that. So that's pretty much it. I'd love to answer any questions, so feel free to send me some. Thanks. Bye.